Snake hibernaculums are used to keep snakes safe during the winter so they don't freeze, and allows them to not only have a safe space to overwinter, survive those cold temperatures, but also provides habitat during the active season as well. So a lot of the nooks and crannies that are left behind in these snake hibernacula provide opportunities for them to stay safe, for them to bask, and also for some of their prey species to enter these habitats. So that could be mice or frogs or other animals. And we try to mimic what happens in nature. So that is getting the hole that we dig below the frost line, so below the level where the temperatures are too cold for the snake to survive. In order to find easy access for the snakes to get into these chambers, we create steep sides on 3 sides of this hibernaculum, and we have one side that is a much more gentle slope, and that's where we line up the cinder blocks and also big O pipe, and those are the access points for the snake. And in that area, you want a lot of rubble, so we use old concrete pieces. So there's a lot of gaps, there's a lot of crevices for the snakes to find a safe place to hide underground. We also use cinder blocks, which are concrete blocks with holes in them, and that allows the snakes to move down a ramp of sorts into that snake hibernaculum, or into that hole with all of the rubble. And then we insulate it by putting sand over top of the site, and that will prevent a lot of the cold temperatures from getting through the cracks that the rubble from the concrete might have. And around the entrance we also put field stone, and that field stone provides a heat sink, so it warms up in the spring and warms up in the fall, providing a spot where the snakes can come out and bask. And it also allows the top layer of that hibernation site to look a little more natural, so it's not just broken concrete. A number of features that make the hibernaculum interesting. If it's done appropriately, you should have temperatures between 2 and 5 degrees at the bottom of the chamber, and that's a safe range for the snakes to survive the winter. And you also want to ensure that it's not made completely out of clay, or you could flood out the entire structure, killing any wildlife that may have been trying to use it for the winter. But at the same time, you also want a little bit of water to enter. So you will get a little bit with melting snow, and water will enter. But also, if your water table is high, like in this property here, you will have a little bit of water at the very bottom of the snake hibernaculum partway through the winter as the water table rises. And that allows them to drink throughout the winter as they move up and down throughout the chambers within the hibernaculum, and provides a better opportunity for them to not dehydrate. So today we're in Oxford County, and we're at the east end of the Upper Thames River watershed. And in this area there are a number of snake species that could be found on this property. We know for sure there are eastern garter snake and Decay's brown snake, and there have been local reports of milk snake and northern red-bellied snake. And there are also some very old records of at-risk snakes such as ribbon snake and eastern hognose snake. Eastern hognose snake may not use a hibernaculum like this, but a lot of our other snakes will. Snakes might not be the favorite animal of a lot of people, but they deserve our respect, and they serve a very big purpose in our environment and in our food web. This is just our attempt at giving back to nature. So much gets taken away because of human use. As population grows, nature is impacted, and in little ways that we can create change or better the situation for animals, we're hoping that will have some long-term effects.